A world where equality is just another euphemism for mediocrity, where participation is more highly valued than achievement, where just enough to get by is the new standard of excellence. There is a small minority of people who fight back against such apathy, who struggle daily to reach new heights. These brave few are the hope for the future, the bright shining light for the next generation. They are the ones who will lead us to the places we have never dreamed of, to the undiscovered country, to reach goals only a few can even begin to imagine. Unfortunately, none of those people could be here tonight, so kick back and relax. Prepare yourself for several hours of fun, friendship, fascinating conversation, and fabulous music. All those F's, that's an alliteration and kind of a radio trick. Speaking of radio, you're listening to the most popular radio station in the history of broadcast radio, at least among stations that originate from Chris's living room. It's Curious Times. Your host is a curious listener. Here she is, Chris.
All right. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Curious Times. It's Friday night. Welcome to your weekend. And if you're a Monday to Friday person, that is. And we have Selva Dutton here tonight, of course. And Kimber is here tomorrow. Let me just see what else we got going on. Where's the right? Too many windows, you know. Pamela Vincent is here Sunday. Diana Monroe is here Monday. Tuesday, Lisa Nolan Chalosky. Wednesday is possibly a day off. And so that's what's going to be going on in the next little while. I had a nice little sleep last night after the show. See what a couple of beers will do for you. And and so anyway, I did sleep very well actually. And so there you go. Kimber's supposed to be on tomorrow, so we'll see what happens. Selva's here. I see some faces I haven't seen in a while. Oh, Kimber's on the phone. That's good. That's a good sign, yeah. And I see a cell phone from California. And I see Alicia. Nice to see you, Alicia. Nancy Ray. It's been a long while. And Phil Richardson. Might be a friend of Selva's or something like this. And so we'll see. Call in, you guys, if you want to get a really great reading. Selva is pretty amazing. She doesn't even want to know nothing about you. She just wants to know your name, and that's about it. And other than that, she will just give you what she is getting, and then she will allow for a question after that. And that's a really good way to work, really great way to work. So with all of that said, how do you like the brand new look for those of you guys that haven't been around for a while? Brand new look that Jenny made for me. Awesome. Very happy with that. I managed to get one of them in one of my Facebook pages, and wardrobe malfunction. And I'm gonna work on the other one maybe. It's a pain in the ass to get these things in the right size for Facebook, and when they didn't come in that size to begin with, it takes a little bit of finagling. Finagling. There's our word for the day, our $50 word for the day. Finagling. And so anyway, Selva is a life translator. She's the first person that I've come across that uses that term, and I like it. But she's so much more than that. She's a healer and a teacher and a psychic medium, etc. So there's a lot more to her than one label, you know. She's been doing this for a good long while, and she has been communicating with spirit since 4 years old. Probably a lot of us were, but then we forgot for about 40 years. It's the intervening 40 years that, you know, my hat is not working really well. One of these days, I think I'll get electrocuted by this hat. How funny would that be? I'll have a Michael Jackson unfortunate hair fire incident, you know. And so anyway, she has been sharing and even was sharing her gift as a child. She was passing on messages to people. And so she was born in Uruguay, South America. She currently lives in Australia. She has 10 grandchildren. 10. Oh my God. And anyhow, the way that Selva works is not to have you order up your dead uncle like a cheeseburger. And so whoever comes through. And that's the way, she likes it, And, she also does read tarot and uses many other styles of reading, and she likes to dabble in palmistry. And, one of these days maybe we'll get up a picture of a hand, of a palm, read my palm, and we will get, I know, do you want fries? I said that to some people who call in, right? And they want this and everything, and then I'm all, do you want fries with that or what? You know what I'm saying? And, so anyway, she also likes to run workshops, and, she likes to make them accessible cost-wise for people that aren't very rich. And she's not one of these hoity-toities that unless you got $1,000 to drop on her course, tough shit for you, you know. So she really tries to go out of her way to be very inclusive, so that people even in lower economic brackets can learn about a lot of this stuff. And so anyways, you can connect with Selva on her Facebook page and a bazillion other places, but the easiest way is facebook.com/selva.nix. And I have a whole ton of other links for this woman, this amazing woman, incoming. There you go. There's all the other places. Well, some of all of the other places. Anyways, let's go bring on Selva and find out what she wants to talk about today. How are you doing, Selva?
I'm doing great. Really, really great, actually. Yeah, I'm still trying to translate the reading yesterday, but, yeah, doing great. Yeah.
Yeah, good for you. Excellent. It's Saturday morning for you, of course, yes?
Yes, it's a wonderful Saturday morning. It's beautiful and sunny and, you know, It's just perfect. And I feel for you. I know you're under 10-foot snow and it's bloody blizzing and cold, but at least Santa lives near you.
Well, and Santa lives closer, apparently. But
Yeah.
Santa starts, but that just means we're last. You know what I mean? Because Santa starts way in the hell all the way across the other side of the world, you know? In the other time, in the places where it's tomorrow already. And
yeah,
so,
okay. Yeah.
So we're, like, because I guess he catches us on his way home. You know what I mean? He catches us on his way. If he has, most times he's all out of gifts by then, and so we really get nothing. You know what I mean?
Your hand is very interesting, Chris.
You what?
Your hand is very interesting.
My hand?
Yeah. Hold it there.
Well, hang on. Go to the bottom of your bottom right-hand corner and put it into Hangout or video only. And from right now, it might say radio style or bird's eye.
It says radio style, yeah. So put it video only.
Video only, and then you'll get bigger. You know what I mean?
Awesome. Now pull it back a little bit. It's a little bit flirty. That's it. That's better. That's better seal. Now your hard line is actually quite, your lifeline is actually very strong and very sound. You also got little bumps on the edge, which it means you get frustrated. You get very frustrated, and you have issues with you. You argue with you too much. Got to be kinder to yourself as that. You got to watch your stomach a little bit. It's a bit of sensitivity in that area there. So you need to look after your tummy a little bit, digestion in that area. You also got 2 blight pools, which it means you're not sure about some people. It's like you've become very cautious before you make a decision on anything, which is you're very, very sensitive. Now that is on the right hand. Now show me your left hand. Show me your left hand. Okay. Oh, wow. Intuitively and psychic lines actually very, don't move them. It's quite sensitive and quite in strength. You've got a good intuition. You've got a good, sixth sense, and you can really feel things very, very deep. Emotionally, you hold yourself back a lot. You also got 3 lumps in your head, which it means you're actually quiet, caring, quiet, loving, very low. You class someone as a friend, you go all the way. It's just all or nothing. You know, you will die for a friend. But if they let you down, there's no forgiveness. You know, you can only stuff up once, because once you stuff up, that's it. It's very, very hard. You're not the most flexible person. Your thumb is actually quite rigid. Move it back a little bit. Move your thumb back. Move your thumb. That's it. Move back. Go like this. Go like this. Can you see that? Yeah.
Yeah, that's about.
Yeah. That's it. You're rigid. You're very rigid. You know, your things have to be a certain way and that certain way only. You are good at being in control. You can organize everybody else. It's just organize yourself sometimes. Pretty good, actually. Yeah. Thank you for that.
Thank you for that.
Yeah. No, it's kind of cool. Yeah. Yeah. So interesting.
There you go. Actually, you know what? My pattern is that I generally am very forgiving, and I will let someone probably burn me a few times. Depends on who they are, and I'll let somebody burn me a few times and that. But when I was younger, I would let them burn me over and over and over again, and you know, now I'm a little bit less
cautious. You're more cautious now, yeah.
Yeah, I'm a lot more cautious, but
yeah. But it's good. It's good.
Possibly one thing which is a problem for me is that I'm sometimes, you know, let somebody back in too many times, you know. But you know, let me put it this way: once you have crossed the line entirely, and I have said that's it, that is it.
That's it. Yeah. And you are. That's it. It's good. Yeah. It's good. You know, it's really good. I'm a sucker from work. Get sucked in over and over and over again. And then I go, oh, maybe they had a bad day, you know. And then I go, idiot, wake up. You know. Yeah. So no, it's good. It's good. So palmistry is such a beautiful thing, because my granddad used to say, your left hand gives all the natural characteristics of what you're born, and your right hand is what you make as you grow, right? But if you're left-handed, it's the other way around, all right? So if you're left-handed, your right gives you the foundation, and your left hand is what you make it, you know? So it's kind of interesting. Each hand represents the side. And then you can connect your lines and your eyes and all that. It's like you can read the face, and then it's like it's so interesting. You know, everything that about us, it just dobs you in every time. You know, you can't hide very much from people. If they learn how to read you and how to read your skin and how to read where you stand and everything, pretty much screwed. Can't hide anything. It's kind of cool, really. I love it. You know, because I had a job once, and I had many jobs. A particular job, I actually I was allowed to hire some people, and I would make them sit there and watch and say nothing at all. I just sit there and watch, and they go, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm watching you." He says, "What do you mean I'm watching you?" "I'm watching you, and by the way you sit there, by the way you react while you're with me, I will know if I waste my time with you or not." And you go, ooh, you know, and you can tell, and that
I'd probably go, somebody's watching me. I
would love that. See, if someone did that, I would hire them on the spot. I would go, yeah, you're on, you're in. I come with you. I know I can leave you to do your stuff, and I don't have to worry about you. You got guts. You know, I like that. I like that. You know, that reaction.
When I say that, like, you know, people who know me on the show, and I don't know how often I do it anymore. I'm not really paying attention, but there was a day when, like, probably at least the first 4 years of me doing shows virtually nightly, there couldn't have been a day that went by that I didn't like burst out in a line of the song at least once during the show. And if somebody says something, then a line to a song pops in my head, I just sing it. And I used to do that in the job too. You know what I mean? Like I could be in a staff meeting and somebody would be all like, whatever, and I'd be, somebody would be like belly aching about what someone did, and I'd be, somebody done somebody wrong. So
that's good. That is good. That is really good. I do that sometimes at the workshop. They're doing stuff and it's like a breakout in a song. And they just look at me and then they join in and we end up singing the whole song. And we remember the beats we don't remember. We just go da 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 da. Like it's like sometimes if we get confused, we go, this is the song that never ends. It just goes on and then it goes on down, you can't get it off your head, then we do that. Music is one of the most healing, powerful things. And people, they got a tool inside in your voice. You don't have to be a singer. You don't have to be a professional singer. You've got to feel the music. And if you can feel the music, you can do so much. And it's just amazing. I do this sounds workshop sometimes, and I mostly like to do them with kids because kids don't hold back. They just let it all out, And we do sounds, do different sounds. So we go, just do what sound you feel like, And kids are naughty, so they start making like farty sounds or burp sounds. They start with ones, And then they end up laughing, and then they end up singing, and then it's like a chain reaction of things, And it's just amazing how that release them. And I mainly do that with kids that have come from broken homes or difficult situations. And, just that silly healing time, it's just amazing. It puts them into a better space and they stop feeling sad and they stop feeling bad within themselves, And we can do that. And we don't need any tools, That is the most beautiful thing about healing and that really we got it all within us. We can do it all with nothing. But we always look for something. I've got a crystal, I've got to have that wand, I've got to have that thing, instead of say, hey, I've got it all inside me and I can work with it and really go with it, which is great. Chris, you've got beautiful eyes.
Oh, shucks.
You do. I'm glad I put this video thing. You have got such a beautiful eyes. I've never noticed it before. And it's just they've got this glow. They've got this it's beautiful, beautiful eyes.
These eyes have seen.
That's good. How's the chat line going? Are they cursing us yet?
Okay. Anyway, thank you for that. I don't know how anyone can ever see my eyes because as soon as I start laughing or smiling, they like close. They like become little slits.
And, so do mine. Actually, mine do too. So nothing I can do. It's just the way it is.
Yeah.
It's just special. Not a yellow button, Yeah.
People always think high or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Excuse me, if I was high, I'd be a lot easier to get along with you guys. And anyway.
The other day, talking about high, let me tell you something. I went to a party, and there was a cake there, and I thought it was a chocolate cake. It was not a chocolate cake. And me, I love it. So what does Selva do? She cuts a big slice, right? And I eat this cake, and I go, God, it tastes funny. What did you use? Brown chocolate. I'm really more of a milk chocolate thing. And she started laughing. She says, no, that's not chocolate at all. It's just, Anyway, within 15 minutes, I was body stoned. I could not move. I just could. I said, oh my God, I could not move. My husband will put his arm on my shoulders and move me from place to place because I was gone. I was just there. And, oh my God, why do people do this if they feel like this?
That would be an interesting birthday cake one year. You know what I mean? When it's legal, of course. When it's legal.
Of course. It's legal in Europe. So go to Uruguay, you know. And it's just incredible. I don't know why people have that shit when they can't have control of themselves. Tell you, it really made me realize. I mean, God, I'm glad I don't eat that normally.
Oh,
you know?
My God. One time when I was a kid, these people I babysat for, they came back. They were in Hawaii, and they brought back some wicked stuff from Hawaii. And so anyway, I remember, I had 2 puffs of this joint. And then we were watching this movie, and, I could not remember the whole, I just was, zip, doo. Yeah, I was, unbelievable, never ever had, and, I was a little stoner when I was a kid, And,
so was I. I'm a 60s child. Of course
Yeah, that shit right there knocked me on my ass. Never, nothing ever has, And, but right now, probably anything could, because it's been so long since I had any, and so I probably you know what I'm saying? I'd probably be right. Well, that's what I used to use it for, Sherry. I couldn't sleep. Even as a youngster, I had great difficulty falling asleep. And so I would have a couple of puffs, before I went to bed. Here's me in my house, with my bedroom window open. One night, my mom and dad were going by my bedroom on their way to bed, and now how did this go? My dad, who had quit smoking cigarettes, my mom hadn't quit smoking cigarettes. My dad goes, I smell pot. And my mom's like, don't be ridiculous, right? And I was I could not sleep until I heard my dad snoring through the register, you know what I mean? Through the heat register. Yeah. I was sure they were about to kick my door in, and I was toast, And, but I did have to I used it really a lot for sleeping. Have a couple puffs, and then I could sleep. And maybe that's why I don't sleep. I really don't sleep too much. Last night I had 2 beers, and after the show I laid on the couch and I was gone. Gone.
Yeah.
I even had an alarm set for to do something at 1 a.m. my time, and I slept through it, and so I was crashed.
Yeah. I used for pain. When I had cancer years ago, I used to have at least 2 or 3 joints a day for pain, and it worked wonders, and it's amazing. I mean, it's got its uses. It's a very good thing in some ways, but of course, human nature, sometimes we tend to abuse it as well. So, but it is a medicine. It is a medicine. It is a relaxant. Yeah,
what's better, anything that God put on this great earth of ours, naturally is I think better than anything that they're chemically making. You know what I mean?
I agree with that. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
They did say, my elder said, this medicine woman, that Mother Earth, the Creator gave us everything we need. Mother Earth provides us with nutrition, food-wise, medicine-wise. But now man has tinkered with everything, and I think that they've created some monsters that even natural medicine can't fix, and laboratory diseases, really, in a way, and so that's unfortunate. But so let me just take account here and see. I do have a cell phone caller. I guess whoever was on from California that's the caller from California. So we have a cell phone caller from California. Alicia, and Shannon, are you guys both there for readings? Can you let me know in the chat room if you're in the chat room? If you're not in the chat room, can you press 1-1 on your phones right now? Okay, Alicia said yes. Shannon? Okay. Very good. So that's okay. That's 3. Okay, that's California, Alicia, Shannon. Let me find out who else we have, just so we can. And Kimber, are you getting a reading or are you just listening? Hey, Kimber. Oh no, your birthday was already, I think, on the 10th. Happy birthday. I think I said happy birthday to you. Pretty sure I did. Today it's the psychic who is now the psychic of light. Phil is just listening. Okay. Mm-hmm. All right, so we got 3. You guys better get in the queue now or forever hold your peace.
Amen.
Don't be trying to jump in the queue later. That will mess everything up, you know what I mean? And so we'll have a little bit of time if you want to talk about anything in particular. Selva?
Yeah, listen, they do a lot of exorcisms that you know of over there. Is it still fashionable?
I never hear about it in real life. I can't really say, though. I'm not a part of the Catholic Church or anything like this. What I find interesting, though, is that I used to go hang out at some other shows, you know what I mean? And one of them was on late at the night, and the guy called himself a demonologist, and half of the people that were listening to his show were like really messed up people, I think. And so now everything bad that was happening, they were all convinced that they were, being possessed by and attached, some demon was attached to them and all this good. Like, I think, and here's my opinion on that stuff. And some people misunderstand what my position is on this, okay? I believe that we can have attachments, okay? Yeah. So this would be cords of attachment between people energetically, okay? And so if I'm not letting go of something from the past, or I keep obsessing about somebody, or what, I have an attachment there, and this is affecting me. And even if I get Archangel Michael to cut the cord and blah blah, the minute I start like obsessing about the person again, or thinking about them, or anything, that I'm reattaching that connection. So I believe that we can have attachments like that. Now, as it goes to demonic attachments, okay, in my opinion, I have to say, I don't think that, the demons that they, exist in my world, okay? Now, I do believe that it can be a product of our own making.
Yes.
So now I want to, I don't want to just say psychologically or whatever, but you know what I mean? It's constructed by ourselves. It's a construct, and so that's how I view demons. Like they have all these rules, like don't say the demon's name because I'm all like, oh my God, you guys, are you serious right now? But so I do think that some people can construct these things themselves. Call it psychologically not well or whatever you want to call it, but it's like a
fear.
So what's your?
I feel that a lot of them are fear-based. It's like fear, It's like it's a bit like people tell you, they talk you into taking insurance out because something's going to happen. And I think a lot of it is fear, and fear then becomes psychological intense, and the more you think about it, but the more you feed it, but you're feeding it yourself, So, but I just think a lot of it is fear-based. It's people become very full of anything, and the minute someone tells them something, instead of believing and change their train of thought and vibration, they tend to concentrate on that, And instead of people being taught, hey, you can get rid of this yourself, you can retrain yourself and let go of it. So no, I need someone to do it for me. I can't do it myself. So it's just fear-based. To me, it's a lot of fear-based. And that concerns me, because the reason I said that is because I was invited to go on a workshop that it was about exorcisms, right? When I was a child, my granddad used to do them and then give them a talk about how it's only fear-based, you can work on it. So I went over and did this workshop and helped this guy out do this workshop, you know. He's an American guy, actually, visiting Australia, trying to teach, you know. And so I was there, and then at the end of it, you know, like I taught a group my way, and he taught a group his, stuff like that. It was all pretty good. And at the end of it, he says, everything you learned today, you cannot use. I said, what? Are you for real? I said, you just spend all day teaching these people how to get rid of this crap, and you tell them that they can't use it? He said, yes. Yes, that's what I'm... And it just got me surprised, you know, and some people, you know, they're very good disciples. You know, people are very good followers. And a lot of them, yeah, all right, okay, so we just call on you, you know, and say, yeah, you just call on me and through the phone I can do it, you know. Anyway, what I'm getting at really at that is like, it's really about how gullible people are. You know,
right,
you can tell me.
Yeah, no, and it's like the power of suggestion, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, because in a way, it's a little not unlike what happens in a cult. So, for example, if you're coming up in a very religious environment where they're like all about fire and brimstone and hell and the devil and all of this kind of stuff, then I can see how when things are not going well for somebody that they're going to buy into that crap that they've been taught, that whenever stuff like that's happening, that's the devil getting you, or that's the, you know, whatever, or God's getting, you know what I mean? And, or the devil made me do it, and all of this kind of stuff, you know? So I don't see that really, like, that kind of hardcore church brainwashing is any different than any other cult.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Exactly, yeah. But it's like people need to empower themselves. People need to empower themselves. They need to become aware that they are in control of their life, and they can progress or regress according to what they decide to do within themselves, you know. And it's just so sad that people can be so controlled and so limited by other, you know.
A way that I describe it is this, okay? How willing to be a sheep. So the sheeple, you know what I mean? The sheeple. Okay? And so and I try to tell people, do not ever become so enamored of somebody that you just buy in wholesale to every single thing that they say.
That's
you know,
right.
Like, you really have to think for yourself. And no one person, no matter who they are, has every answer, you know? And, but here's the thing. So let's say that on Broken Talk Radio, which is AKA Blog Talk Radio, there's a plethora of all kinds of different shows, you know, and some deal with, in the spiritual community or whatever. Some are like paranormal. They're dealing more with ghosts and stuff like this. Some shows are focusing really on all the angels. And then other shows are dealing with, the psychic mediums, you know. And so now you can take any average day on Blog Talk Radio, and there's going to be sound problems. There's going to be static. There's going to be people Skype making noise. There's going to be all kinds of problems with the sound. And so and the demon shows. So now when you're at the angel shows, you know, they're all like, oh, the angels are just the energy is so powerful from the angels, and the angels are. And then when it's like a ghost show, then that same static and interference is, oh, you know, the ghosts are, you know, blah. Oh, now I forgot all about the conspiracy shows. The conspiracy shows. Then that's when they go, oh, the government's listening in and they don't want us sharing this information with you people. And, you know, believe me when I tell you this, and it's the same static show to show to show. However, and then the demon ones, they're all like, oh, the demon, right? And the UFO ones, it's the alien. It drives me insane, you guys. It's technical, freaking electron, and it's none of the freaking above, you know, for crying out loud. But they're all like very, and you'll see like all the goody two-shoe follow-alongers in the chat room, the ones that are trying to brown nose up to the host or whatever of that particular show, and they all start typing in, oh, yes, it's the spirits that are, oh, yes, the angels, or they'll be like, yeah, them government, oh my God. I'm like, not one of you people thinks for yourself. Not one of you. Not one of you. Oh, and then, yeah, the Mercury retrograde. Oh my God, you know? So anyway,
So
that's my...
So yeah, I agree with you. I agree, and I hate that. I hate when people just take your word as gospel, you know, and you're not, you know. You got to, even when I work with people, I tell them, look, I'm just giving you the way that it works for me. You need to personalize it the way you are yourself, because you are not me. So I can show you the way that I do it, and I can explain to you how you can feel it and that. But then you've got to personalize it. So it's like I give you a recipe of a chocolate cake. You know, you might be just plain chocolate cake, right? And then you don't do anything else, but then you've got to personalize. You can add nuts to it, or you can add fruit to it, or you can do whatever, you know. You've got a personal thing. You are not a carbon copy of one another, so therefore you got to understand that you need to do things your way and learn what you can from it, take what you need, and then add your own ingredients.
It's better to teach the critical thinking skills than to teach the thing.
Yes.
You know, and like we'll teach you to think critically, and we can talk about all kinds of things that it might be, or pontificate about it, and then everybody can use their own brain to sort it out for themselves. And, you know, like so often I run into people, like this is another famous one. You'll see like somebody will post on their Facebook that's like a, you know, celebrity type person or whatever. Oh, the energy shifted today. And then all the way through the day, you could tell who their followers are, because they're all like, did you feel that shift in energy? No, I didn't feel nothing. I didn't feel anything. I did not feel that. No, there's no shift that I felt at all. And they're all like, oh, yes, I felt the shift. And then back in the day, remember 2012, 2011, 2012, it was all going to be, you know, the whole ascension thing. And I'm like, oh my God, you guys, seriously. These people are no different than the ones that have been like the doomsday sayers, you know? Like on one day in 2012, everybody's going to ascend. Come on, you guys.
I tell you what really gets me, you know, when you're talking to people like we are ourselves and being natural and all good, but then a spiritual subject comes up and the voice changes. You know, it's like they're mucking around like, oh, yes, oh, I understand. It is just the evolution time right now, you know, and it just changes. I mean, like those little, I used to tell my granddad, I says, what's wrong with her? Is she okay? You know, I mean, she was talking good and singing. Now that we're talking spiritual, has she changed? You know? Yeah. And then he said, I don't know. You know, it's just the way people are. You got to get used to that. People have different presentations for different conversations. You know?
They're being actors. They're putting on a performance. And that's really what it amounts to. And you know, one time there's this guy that's always like with the floofy. It's almost like he has all this crap cut and paste, you know, ready to cut and paste into every chat room and all this kind of stuff. And he's always, oh, the energy here is so great, and I love sharing energy with you people, blah, blah, blah. And so, and he's all like talking as though he's so much further evolved spiritually than the rest of us, and not even living on this dimension. You know, he talks about the 3D as being a place that we are and not a place where he is. You know what I mean? And you know, and so anyways, one time I happened to be like screening a show for a friend of mine, and this guy was like on or whatever, blah blah. We took a break and everything like that, and so anyways, then I went to unmute him, And I think I went actually into the green room to say something. I can't really remember, but I unmuted right at a time when he's like pounding and swearing an ugly, nasty voice and not this really nice ascended, you know, and I'm all like, I see you. And the next time I saw him in the chat room, I said, you know, I heard you going on a little bit, pounding the table and cursing up a storm there, and he was totally, you know, oh, I got busted, right? And so, like, I have so much respect for people that just are themselves. Just, like, be real with you. You don't have to be anything but who you are. Don't try to, like, I can't, and usually I can sense those people, and they're the kind of people that are all kumbaya until they hang up the phone. And the people that, you know, the people that talk to me privately, they can attest to the fact that I'm not a whole lot different on the radio than I am in a private conversation, other than I say the F word a whole bunch more in a private conversation. You know, but, you know, as to tone of voice and everything else like this, like, I don't have a radio voice. You know what I mean? Like,
I'm afraid what you see is what you get. That's it. Yeah. My sister, my older sister, God bless her, I love her to bits, you know, but she's really airy fairy type of stuff, you know. So she came up one day, and it was before the 2000. Remember, the year 2000, everything was going to come to it. And she gave me all this stuff, you know, that I've been asking her for ages, you know, and she gave it to me and said, look, you might as well have it, because the year 2000 now, nothing's going to change, everything's going to end. And I go, well, Julia, tell me, so what happens now? He says, well, the chosen ones are going to go on this balloon. They're going to go on this balloon and they're going to float away, you know? And I said, well, can we take the fridge with us? You know, I don't want to leave my beer behind, and I don't want to leave my stuff. And she said, oh, no, you won't be chosen, Selva, because you do drink alcohol, so you won't be chosen anyway. I said, oh, well, no worries. Thanks for everything, you know, and I'll enjoy it, you know. And about the year 2000 came and went, of course, you know. And then about 3 months later, she comes and collects all her stuff back. I said, well, you gave it to me. He said, well, you know, it didn't end, so I want it back. I said, oh, you bloody Indian giver, you know. Like, I mean, it was just so fun. But she really believed to go up on this balloon, you know, and this balloon was going to be full of all special people, and they were going to float away into this new world. And the way it's like, she was going to watch it. She's going to watch it from up there in this balloon. And when it finished, the balloon will come back down and we'll restart again with the chosen few. But I wasn't, so I was going to miss out.
Even Jesus Christ drank wine, for crying out loud. You know what I'm saying? So, but, you know, like, the idea is that's not unlike the ones that were saying that the mothership was going to come and there was going to be, you know, a same deal. Like the ascending ones, and those left behind would be blah, blah, blah. And I'm all like, you know what? Like, I hope I don't get picked, because I don't want to go with you people. I do not want to be stuck on the same plane with you, going somewhere like that. You know, I'd rather hang with the cool kids, you know.
Exactly. It was so funny. Yeah, it was just so funny. It's good though, you know. It's really good.
I'd like to.
You got a variety of stories.
I'd like to pick my travel part.
Yeah, me too. No, but that is great. It's really, really good.
Well, listen,
you know, and Chris coming, you know, and
go ahead.
Yes.
Go ahead.
And Christmas is coming, you know, and people are still, you know, out choking each other, trying to get organized. And I get beyond that, you know. I mean, I don't understand it. I really don't understand it. Why people are just so concerned about, you know, keeping up with the Joneses, you know. I mean, the Joneses don't pay my bills, so they can keep up with themselves. So, kind of good. So just chill out, enjoy the ride, enjoy it as it comes. That's the best way to do it. So
absolutely. So I'm going to toss on a song, and then we'll get these calls through. How's that?
Awesome. Great.
Okay, sounds good to me. Let me go and find music, and no wire hangers. Oh, I like this little song. I'm going to play it just because.
Are you looking for a place to meet like-minded people? Perhaps you're a light worker looking for a safe place to share your thoughts and services. We've got a place for you, intuitalks.com. Join for free, post updates, blogs, create and join groups via website or radio or class package. The possibilities are endless. Join the all spiritual, all under one roof network, www.intuitalks.com.
All right. Good job, Jenny. Okay, we're back, and I'm going to do a quick shout out again. Thank you guys all for being here, and then we'll start these calls, and then we'll see what happens, okay? Beth, how are you, Beth? I didn't see you sneak in there. And California's on the phone, and Christy's there, Deb in Calgary, Diane, Canada is well represented, Alicia, and Keith is here, and Shannon, and Marie, and Mary Margaret, Mother Mary Margaret, full of grace, how does your garden grow? And Nancy, who used to live in a truck and have a CB. And Phil, come on down. And Popeye, how you doing, Popeye? I didn't see you there earlier either. Selva's our guest. There's Shannon again, and Sherry, and Kimber. I could do it longer, but and Wildflower Wind, Sandy. And so make sure that if you're going to get in here on the queue, I want you to do it now. Okay? And when we run out of callers, we're out of here. And so anyway, let me grab Selva here. Selva. Nice turnout. Nice turnout.
Hello. Yep, I'm here.
So you ready for, so callers, the way that Selva works, you're going to ask, just say hello and tell her your name. And she'll just take it from there. And she'll give you everything she's getting. And then if you have any questions, feel free to ask them at the end, okay? And that's good to hear, Popeye. Awesome. And so let's go get California, okay? Hey, California.
Hi, Chris.
How you doing?
Nancy. It's Nancy.
Oh, Nancy.
Hi.
Oh, hey, Nancy. nice to hear you. How's
what
things?
A fun show. Oh, things are great.
Awesome.
Is it Nancy, is it?
Yes, it is. Hi, Selva.
Oh, beautiful name. Hi, Nancy. Nancy, your life is going through a big turnaround right now, and it's actually, you got to really trying to slow down a little bit, because otherwise you might miss something. So don't let people rush you. Don't be put in a situation that you got to rush through things, because otherwise you could miss an opportunity so you don't even realize it as such. There is a lot of unfinished matters around you, so to tidy up loose ends, because otherwise you're going to be tripping over yourself a little bit as well. So just try and tidy up loose ends, so that way you'll make room for new opportunities and such. I'm a bit concerned about the pressure on your forehead. There's a bit of tightness around there. Now, that normally is caused either through dehydration or just too much stress. And in a combination of you, I think it's more pressure than stress as such. So try and drink more water, try and meditate a little bit, try and relax your being a little bit more, so you can actually work and actually get some strength back within yourself, because it's like you're going through highs and lows unpredictably, if you know what I mean. So we need to try and balance it somehow, and the only way to do that is to have some quality self-time to help you go in that area. Did you have any questions?
And you did hit it. I do have some kind of pressure in my head, by the way. It seems like I'm drinking a lot of water and I'm meditating. I started to meditate a lot lately, so I hope that helps.
Yeah, it's just your forehead. It's very tight. It's really tight. Do you know anybody that does cranial massage?
No, but I've heard about that.
Yeah. Well, if you can't find someone that does cranial massage, just go to a hairdresser and let them do a good massage on your head. That way you get your hair washed anyway, and you get a good feel, and it's amazing. I mean, they do it. I mean, the hairdressers are fantastic healers, and they don't even know it sometimes, but but it is, you need that. If you were here, I would work on you. I wouldn't waste any time, but you need that. Otherwise, just get some, a warm flannel and just put it there to get the temperature right, and then just rub it clockwise, just manipulate it and just relax it, because the thing that concerns me that it will start tightening up everything, and it will go down to your neck as well. And it just worries me. If it's let go, it could become a bigger problem for you, because you feel everything physically. You're one of these person that you feel everything physically. You're just so connected to your physical being that you tend to feel everything physically. So we need to work on that if possible. Now, there is some money outstanding to you as well, and it's going to be good, because I do see people paying you back what they owe you as well. I don't think you probably even remember who you helped out, but it's from about 5-6 years ago. There is someone that's coming back into your path to make it for some reason. It's like they've been trying not to cross your path because they couldn't rectify something, and now the time has come to rectify a situation. There's a lot of reconnection for you. 2017 is a very important year for you. It's a year of clarification. It's a year of acceptance, a year of growth. It's a year of opening doors and actually allowing yourself to walk forward instead of holding back. Because at the moment, it's like you might be doing a lot of meditation, but it's like you're holding yourself back for reason. I don't know what's holding you back, but it's like you are allowing something to hold you back a little bit. But next year it's like all doors open, so there's a lot of growth and a lot of fruitful time your way. It's fantastic.
Great. I did have one question. Do you see me going to the seminar next year? I'm planning on going anyway. It involves a plane trip.
I think it's overpriced more than anything. I think for what they're offering and what they are going to deliver, that I see you doing it anyway, because you have got it on your mind to do it. But it's like, just don't build your hopes too much. I've got a feeling that what they're saying they're offering and what they're going to deliver is two different stories altogether. All right? It's like they might get sidetracked or something. So just go with an open mind and trust that you will get what you need. Okay? But yes, you are going to the seminar, but I just don't want to disappoint it, because I don't think they're going to deliver exactly what they said they're delivering.
Okay, that's good to hear. Really, I will take it to heed anyway.
Yeah,
well,
sure.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a Merry Christmas and the best for next year.
You too, Chris.
All right, thanks, Nancy. Take it easy. Happy holidays. Thanks for coming.
Happy holidays. Happy.
Okay.
That's right. Yeah.
Okay, let's go get Alicia. Whoops, it jumped on me. Hi, Alicia.
Chris, Selva, hi.
How are you?
Hey, I'm good. Are you with SH or CIA?
Oh, CIA.
Oh, so you're Alicia. The Spanish Alicia.
The Spanish, yes, the Spanish would be that, yes.
It is. It's the Spanish Alicia. Yeah, it's
yes, I mean, in Spanish the name would be Alicia, but my name is Alicia.
Yeah, that's right. So just trying to work out the spelling of it, because, it's really good. I was hoping there was that, because that means your name starts with an A and it finishes with an A, which is it's funny, because vibration of energy, you get stuck at the beginning of things. They're kind of funny, and so you look at your name, right?
Yes.
And you're in an A. The A is the first alphabet. It's right at the beginning. But it's like you're forever double-checking everything. It's like you're moving forward, you double check it. Did I lock that door? No, you go back. Oh, did I lock that door? No. Did I leave the stove on? It's like you're forever double checking everything. I mean, Jesus, you're incredible. And that's what and that's why you're always running late. You want one of these people, you're going to a funeral. You're going to be late to a funeral, because it's like you just double check anything, and it's kind of funny, I knew a guy that was just like you, and he was late to the funeral. He's got 2 flat tires, and he was late to the funeral.
Wow.
So he was late, right until after time, and you gotta try and to do this, Alicia, is because you don't trust you enough.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you do it. That's why you're double checking all the time. That's why you go, oh God, did I do that? Oh, did I do that? You got to believe in yourself. Like, I'm okay. So to help you do that, right, write a list and tick boxes. All right? When you do
that sounds good.
All right? And then you will realize that after a while, you won't double-check everything again. You believe in yourself enough.
Okay.
Because you miss so much. You get to events late. You get to meetings late. You get to things late. You miss on so much and you don't even realize them. And I want you to say, can you say no for me?
Me? Say no?
Say no. Say no.
Oh, I don't know if I can. No.
You need to. You need to say no. Because what you're doing at the moment is you're saying no to you, but you're saying yes to every Tom, Dick, and Harry.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
You know, you got to check that. Especially because 2 weeks ago you were in a predicament and you needed help and everybody said no to you. But yet.
Well, that's true.
You still say yes to another one. You know, you got to stop that. You know, you got to learn to say no. No is a beautiful, positive word. All right?
All right.
If we have to no to someone, if we got to say no to someone, that doesn't make us bad. It just makes us make that person understand we're not the right person.
Right, right.
And if you have a difficult saying no, ask yourself, do I need to do that? Or can they do it themselves? Or why am I doing it?
Yeah. You know,
just question yourself doing that, you know? Because at the moment, you're just a comfortable doormat, you know, and it's no good for you because I want your life to move forward. And I want you to be appreciated a little bit more. I want you to be recognized a little bit more. You know, you're missing out on so much because you are sacrificing you in the name of others, you know, and you can't go that. You're a beautiful person. You're very capable. You have got all this knowledge, but yet you're a tag-along Cassidy, you know? So you need to change that. You promise me that 2017 you will put Alicia number 1 and everybody else number 2. All right? You need to try that, okay? You need to try that.
That's going to be tough.
You need to make people part of your life, but know your responsibility. You know?
Ooh. Yeah. I mean, I would prefer it to be that way. That would be ideal. My guilt, though, I feel so guilty if I don't put other people before myself.
You've got no reason to feel guilty.
Yeah.
You know, my grandma used to have a saying, right? When I was about 18, and she would ask me to do the dishes, to do something, you know, and sometimes I would say no. I said, look, if you're old enough to have sex, you're old enough to take responsibility.
Oh,
right?
my.
Make people responsible for themselves, you know?
Or
when they ask us, well, tell me, why do you need me to do that?
Right, right.
No, it's not a case, it's not an eye for an eye thing, okay? Because if we go an eye for an eye, everybody will end up blind, all right? And we don't want that. We don't want people to end up blind. It's not a case of an eye for an eye. It's a case of being appreciated for who you are. But we got to appreciate ourselves.
Right.
If we don't appreciate us, no one will appreciate us. They'll keep on taking us for granted over and over and over and over again. Okay?
Yes, true.
So you gotta you gotta understand.
I'll do it for you.
No.
For me?
No.
You mean for me? I have to do it for me.
Thank you. For you.
I have to do it for me. All right, fine. I'll do it for me. I'll do it for me. Fine. You talk me into it.
All right.
She doesn't want to do anything for herself, so she has to do it for you. So let's just let her go.
Did you have a question?
Yes, I do. I was wondering, what can I do to ensure that Renee Richards knows how much I love her?
Was she blind? She must be blind, deaf.
If you have any ideas.
You know, just got to be you.
Basic saying, she knows.
All right.
She knows. People know, you know, and just say hello. That's it.
The fact that you hired an airplane to write it in the sky probably gave her
You think she understood then?
I think that would give her a clue.
I got it.
I mean, a little clue. You know, a little clue. You know, it's just, it was funny. You know, I've got a girlfriend. Now you bought that. I've got a girlfriend, you know, that she's been in relationship after relationship after relationship. And she's never heard those 3 words, I love you, you know.
Oh, wow.
And now she's going out with this person. He's on a new relationship. They've been going out for 4 months now. And the other morning, he came over her place and he gave her a hug and he said, I love you.
Oh, wow.
And she just cried. Oh. And idiot, instead of hugging him back, she rang me. You know, she said, Selva, he loves me. I said, oh, I'm not the only one that loves you anymore. And it was good. You know, you got to trust that only the best way to tell someone I love them is saying it.
Okay, I'll have to tell her that.
You know, you don't buy anything, you don't have to do anything. You got to say it from the heart.
All right.
That's what you got to do.
I'm going to let her know. I'm going to let her have it. I'm going to let her know in words.
You know, check her and go, hey, I want to hug you because I love you. And
oh, yes.
That's it. It's cheap. Cheap is cheap.
This sounds great.
And breakfast in bed doesn't go straight, you know.
I should bring Renee Richards breakfast in bed. Oh my gosh, this would be great. Okay, I love these ideas. That's a great idea.
Yes, just make sure you get into bed too and enjoy breakfast in bed too.
Oh my. This sounds terrific. All right.
There you go.
I love these ideas.
Cake. Good. I'm glad.
I'm going to do it. Thank you so much, Selva. These are awesome ideas. I wrote them down. Thank you.
Awesome. And make time for you.
All right, breakfast in bed for Renee Richards. And I hope that Chris tomorrow turns out really well for you.
I
will.
Big day.
Thank you. You remember.
Of course I remember. I listen to your show religiously over and over and over on repeat. It keeps me, for my insomnia.
Everybody needs to cross their fingers that my car starts.
I know.
It started yesterday and the day before. It only didn't start the day I needed it to.
I know. It's so crazy. It's like you were meant not to go that day. Because like you said, maybe you would have gotten into an accident or something. Who knows?
Tomorrow is going to be twice as cold as it was the day.
I know. I saw.
So I'm like, oh my God.
I know. I looked at the temperature because you said the temperature changed for the, the weather prediction for Saturday. And yeah, it sure did. Wow. Cold.
Well, put a blanket over the car.
Oh, for crying out loud. It's not going to help. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Breakfast in bed.
My number one archive listener, Alicia.
Oh,
Thank you, Alicia.
Thank you. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Selva.
You're welcome.
Are you gonna pop by at least once more before Christmas?
Hell yeah.
All right, very good. Then I'll save my Merry Christmas till then.
I don't celebrate anyway, so you can save it.
Okay, I'll just save it entirely. I'll just say have a happy.
That works for me.
Great. Let's go get Shannon. Thanks, Alicia.
Thank you.
All right, have a great rest of the weekend. And got Shannon, and then we got maybe Sandy. So okay, let's go get Shannon. Hi, Shannon.
Hi, Chris. How are you?
Oh, good. You got to turn the sound on your computer because it's coming back. Feedback. Very, very good. Fixed.
Is that better?
Shannon.
A lot better. Hi, Shannon.
Hello.
Hello, Shannon. I've got a lot of pressure around the hip area. So it's like one of your legs are just not right. I don't know if you're not balanced or what it is. So you've hurt your back or whatever, but it does show your back's a little bit out of whack. It just feels a little bit sensitive for some reason. So maybe it might be good for you to go and get some Bowen treatment or a good massage chiropractor or something, because it's like you're not lying properly, and I think if it's ignored, it could give you a bit more pain later on. And you tend to be a lot of time standing up for some reason. So, you need to look after your body if you're going to be standing up for a long time. I don't think people realize how much muscles we use just standing, doing nothing. We actually do use a lot more muscle than what we do laying down or sitting up, of course. There's a big decision you've got to make very soon. It seems to be connected with the situation as such. And it's like you've got to look at it very, very carefully and become aware, how is this going to affect me personally? And do I really want to be in that situation take that responsibility as well. But it does show there's a lot of responsibility that's going to come your way where doors will open and you'll have to make a decision on that in that area. The decision is you consider the money side of it because the money will come anyway. There is money coming your way regardless through a work transition. So it's not a money decision. It's about how you feel. How do you feel doing the job and how do you feel being in that situation as well? And I think that's really important. So if you choose the one that actually makes you feel good, you will get all the rewards and directions very, very promptly and very rapidly. But if you actually do pick the one because of the money side of it, it will not work for you on a positive manner. Also, there's a lot of people that are there's unfinished business, and it's like a delicate situation and you're not sure exactly how to deal with. I would let bygones be bygones and cross each other's path. Everything will be cleared, and the subject will not even be brought up anyway. But it's like you're holding yourself back of seeing someone due to some circumstance that might have happened a little while ago. And, you know, the past is the past. We cannot change the past. We can only move on forward to the future. And we need to concentrate. You know, tomorrow's a better day. Yesterday's been and gone. So just don't hang on to it. Now, do you have a question, young lady?
Actually, I do. The past year or so, I haven't been really, I lost my motivation to work out and exercise and be healthy. And I was just wondering if I'm ever going to get that motivation back and get back on track again.
Of course you will. Of course you will. I want you to do something for me. I want you to put your right hand in the heart, right? Put your right hand in the all right, and I want you to breathe in through your nose. Breathe in as deep as you can. Okay? And hold it for as long as you can. And then I want you to blow it out slowly. All right? As you're doing this, I want you to feel your body. I want you to feel how your body feels as it receives this oxygen and this strength. You know, when you breathe in love, energy and vibration, and that's how you're telling yourself that I love myself, so I need to breathe. And you've been holding yourself back, and you're not allowed to feel you, and that's what has held you back. You know, and ask someone, look, be strong enough to say, look, I need to get passion back. Can you help me? Will you walk with me? Will you dance with me? You know, it's like not a case of exercise as such. Do something fun that will get you moving and will get your body living again. You know, meet a few friends and put music on and dance. It doesn't matter. Do that breathing exercise. Learn to feel you again. Because you're just a personal disconnection. So if you can actually just breathe in, hold the breath for as long as you can, and feel how that reacts inside your body. Become aware of it, and then allow yourself just to breathe out slowly and feel how when you breathe out slowly, it just pushes away everything that doesn't serve you, and it leaves you refreshed and with energy. It might take a little while for you to learn how to feel it, but yes, you'd be amazed, okay?
Okay.
A good way to build your energy as well, blindfold yourself, right? Blindfold yourself, I know, but it's fun. Blindfold yourself and put music and put it loud. Put some Akadaka on AC/DC. That's what Akadaka is. Put AC/DC or Deep Purple or, you know, any heavy, loud rock and roll, anything really, you know, but blindfold yourself. Blindfold yourself. And then that way you're not looking at anything. You're only using your feelings. And once you're blindfolded, and your body will start moving, will start moving. Because it can't see and it's got to react to what's happening, it will start moving. And you'll be amazed. Next thing you'll be dancing all the way to the street. So try it, and you will see. I mean, it'll work. But it is time. It is time. You know, And there's a few other exercises you can do. You can sit in the mirror and talk to yourself. And being honest with oneself across in the mirror, it's a very healing exercise, and that can help you tremendously. And you'd be amazed. You're a beautiful person. So there's no reason to do any of those things and actually move on forward.
We'll try all of those things.
Well, I hope it helps.
Thanks, I do too.
It helps too. If you need anything, just message me on Facebook, and if I can help you, I will.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
Awesome. God bless.
Thanks, Shannon.
Thank you, Chris.
You take it easy. Have a good holiday season.
You too.
Okay, good. We're going to go to, we have one more caller. Hi, Sandy.
Hi, Chris.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, not so bad, thank you.
Sandy. Sandy. Oh, I'm thinking of Greece, Sandy, you're so innocent, you're so fragile that I just had to get that song from Greece straight into my head, you've got a lot of backbone as well, and people are going to have to be careful because they underestimate you sometimes. You're so sweet, but then you can turn. If they rub you the wrong way, you can turn. And what worries me is that when you do turn, you don't think. And we got to remember that once we say something said, you can't erase something that's been said. So keep people informed of what you like and what you don't like. Let them know exactly what you're comfortable with, and it will save you a lot of headaches. Being alone is something that is actually good for you. And for some reason, it's like you're not realizing the benefits of you being alone, because your life is so busy that the moments you do have alone are actually very good, because you can clear your mind and prepare yourself for the busy chat ahead. You're always there for everybody. You're full of advice, and it's like you need to really, I don't know, it's like you need to recollect yourself for some reason. It's actually very, very important. But you're sweet, and people take that for granted sometimes,
Okay.
Question.
Oh, do I have a question?
Yeah, I have a question. You have a question?
The way.
Oh, thank you. I've done this a couple of times now, so I'm getting better.
Oh, good.
So, do you have a question, Sandy?
I don't really, but let me think a minute. That's interesting, though, about how you said I need time alone, because I feel like I'm alone too much, like I should really engage more, but I really enjoy my time alone. I kind of need it.
You alone. Yeah. You do.
What?
You need it. You need it, and there's nothing wrong with it.
No?
The fact you need it, you actually do need it, and it's like you're a person that when you're alone, you can put so many things into perspective and so many things into order, and you can actually plan, because when you do connect with people, sometimes you can get lost and people can change your mind and redirect you. So when you're alone, it just gives you the time to get your strength right and actually make the decisions of what you need to do so you're able to move forward. So then when you see people, you're not asking them what you're going to do. You're telling them, this is what I'm doing.
Right.
You're much stronger. I mean, you're a person, when you spend too much time with people, you tend to lose a little bit of identity.
Lose what?
You tend to lose your little bit sense of identity when you're with too many people all at once.
Yeah.
But when you're alone, it's like you tend to get strong, and then later you can tell people. It's like, for example, you're planning to go to the movies and that, and you go out and and everybody starts talking, and they go, oh, we're going down to the shopping mall, and it's, I'll come with you, but you wanted to go to the movies.
Right.
It's like you lose your direction. But when you spend time alone, you sort of like, you bump into people and you see them and you're strong and say, no, look, actually I was planning to go to this, so I'll catch you later.
Mm-hmm.
People don't have that control over you if you do get that time alone. It's like you tend to be able to strengthen yourself.
Yeah.
Alone.
I feel like I
and
can
it's
be
good
who
for
I
you.
really am when I'm alone. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's good. There's nothing wrong with it. I've got a son that's like that. He spends a lot, and he's done it all his life. You know, when he was at primary school, you know, the teacher used to say, Troy spends too much time in the library alone. So I went up to school and I said to my son, "Are you happy?" "Yeah, Mum." "Are you okay on your own?" "Yeah, Mum." "Okay." And I walked off, and the teacher said, "That's all you're going to do?" I go, "Yep, that's it. He's happy. He's content. That's the way he is. Let him be." You know, and you're the same. But it's one thing people will tell you, "Oh, you should socialize more, Sandy. You should do this. You should do that." But they're not. So if you like being alone, it's okay. And it's like it's good for you. It is very good for you. And when you want company, you always do reach out. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, I'll ask you the one question I tend to ask everybody. I kind of like to buy maybe a vacation property, and there's a house I have in mind. Can you read anything into that?
Isn't there two that you're looking at? Wasn't there two vacation properties you were looking at?
Well, one would be an RV, and the other one would be a house.
Okay, because there was two. I see you two looking into it, you know, and it's like I really feel that you're going to go more for the RV than the house.
Really? Okay.
You know, mainly because it's like you're going to go look at this house, and I do think there's some issues, some work that needs to be done. I don't think it's been kept up to scratch as much as what it should have. And then you're going to say, well, if I buy this house, then I've got to change that, and I've got to do that, and I can't do it myself. I've got to hire someone to do it. So financially, the RV will work out cheaper.
Yeah, I can't use it in the winter, though. That's my problem. Where I want to use it, put it that way.
Yeah. But I just, you know, I mean, we're pretty lucky in Australia. In summer, everybody goes north, where it's a little bit cooler, and in winter, everybody comes south. You know,
right.
It's just like the way people that got RVs, they tend to follow the weather around. You know, they don't limit themselves. But the thing about you, Sandy, is that you actually are very creative, and you're a writer, and you've got a lot of personal talents with yourself, and that's why it's good for you to be alone, because you can be very creative, and you can bring a lot of things into a time.
Mhm. Yeah. Do you see me branching out with the creativity and, like, I don't know, making some money doing it? Or is it?
Yeah, and that's what I was getting at. It's like you are very creative. You got every capability able to grow it into a full professional space. But it's like you keep stalling, and I don't know why you keep stalling. You know?
Okay.
You got the key, you know, you got the key to the door. Open the damn door and say, hey, there's a whole world waiting for me. And I don't have to blend in into anything or anyone. I just got to be me. And the right people meant to be with me will be with me. And the people that are not me, they won't be with me. So have that complete self-acceptance. You know?
Okay.
You can do it. You can do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you very much.
God bless.
I appreciate it. I'm the one in the chat room whose son peed off the deck, if you read that.
Also, I was laughing at that. You know what I was laughing at that? Because I don't have a toilet at the moment where I... And then we had to pee on a drain because we don't have a toilet. And I just thought it was so funny.
Oh, yeah.
I just thought, that is funny. But it's good, yeah.
Okay.
Thanks, Chris.
Hey, Sandy, take it easy. I'm sure I'll see you for Christmas.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks, Selma.
Selva.
Selva, yes.
Yep.
Oh, my God.
Selva.
Yes. Okay. I'm going to do a song, and then we either have overtime or we're going to wind up early. So people either get on the phones and unmute yourselves when the song ends, or that's it. We're gonna get out of here, for heaven's sakes. Okay, so I'm gonna play a song, and then I'll give you 5 minutes to get your crap together, you guys, and then we'll find out where we're at. I really love this song by Jane Siberry, Siberry, and Katie Lang. Beautiful song. 5 minutes. Okay, let's see what we got here. Deb is there. Who's coming on? Just Deb? Well, I hope Deb has a lot of... Well, you better get on here then, Amy.
I'm here.
I said Amy. I know you're there. I could see.
Well, say hi then.
It's going to be like that?
No.
Hello, Deb.
Hi, Chris. Hi, Selva.
Whoever else is there, if you're on the phone and you want to jump on and yak with us, you can press 1 on your phone. If you're in the chat room, you can just unmute your damn self. No? And so what Deb, you wanted to have overtime. What do you got to say?
I can't believe I'm the only one that wants it. But, no, this morning I was working at my desk at home here, and I heard this noise. I thought that a bird had hit the window maybe, you know? And then I turned around and looked, and there's this guy standing by my window, and all I could see is his legs. Like I'm on the lower level here, even though I have high ceilings and everything. It is kind of a different view. And so I was like, what the heck? Because I thought, I've got this musical equipment here, and I thought some guy was staring in the window at it, at my stuff, like. And then I saw they had a clipboard or whatever, so I tapped on the window and basically, held up my arms like, what the F is going on here? And I met them out front. And I guess, my flight or fright response must have been triggered because I said, what are you guys doing? And they said they're contracting for the city. They're measuring buildings. I said, you have to come onto our property and measure the building, and they're like, yeah. Anyway, so, but when I first saw them, I said, I used bad language for sure. I said, why were you looking in my window?
Yeah.
I call him fuckface.
Oh. Children, put your headsets on if you're listening tomorrow with your kids there, kids.
Oh, man, and then afterwards I felt really shaky,
Yeah.
Yeah, it was so unexpected, like I was so startled.
Was he good looking at least?
Well, actually, he was kind of good looking. One guy.
There you go.
Felt kind of bad for calling him names, Oh, God. Yeah, but I think they sent a paper around, but of course I never saw it. It must have been the neighbors got the mail before I did, right?
Interesting.
So who else is Amy there? Are you there, Amy?
Oh, yeah, I'm here.
Oh, hi.
I'm here. Hold on, I need to turn the TV on. Anyway, are we still recording?
Yeah, well, our archive...
I don't want to record. I mean, we can keep going. I can tell what I need to share needs to be off the record, but so we can just wait. I mean, it's not earth-shattering. It's pretty typical. I'm just furious.
Well, our archive listener, our one, one of our most regular archive listeners is here live.
Right. So, hello.
Yeah.
It's me. Hi, everybody. Woo!
So I'm just gonna let me just say, archive listeners, you have to be here to hear the juicy stuff. So sorry, sucks to be you. And we'll be back tomorrow with Kimber. And thank you for listening. And take it easy.